We are now in penalty kicks. Here is how we made it to this point. Off of her own rebound in the 34th minute, Emma Chilton scored for Harding for the game's only point of the first half. And then in the second half, a header from Bethany Sutherland off the assist from her sister Melita. It was 2-0 Harding very late in the game. And in the 86th minute, Sandra Nabwetame scored for the 21st time this season. A foul set up a penalty kick for her just a minute later in the 87th minute. She was able to strike again for her 22nd goal. Nobody scored in either one of the overtime frames, and so we have penalty kicks upcoming, and Southwestern, they're at home. It's familiar territory, but I don't know if they expected it to be this familiar 2 days later.
Can't imagine that. 220 minutes now. 220 minutes now, Southwestern has not led for a single minute of actual play, regulation or overtime in this GAC tournament, and still may advance. And one of the things about kicking on this end, too, it's the Southwestern end. So the fans down there on that end cheering support.
We are going to see Harding's Jessica Wessner in goal first. And the first opportunity from Southwestern is going to be none other than Sandra Nabwetaway. 22 goals, has tied her teammate Alimata Rabo. And from 12 yards away, she's already made one from this exact spot at this end of the field even. That was the goal that tied the game at 2. Nabwetame is a freshman from Kampala, Uganda. Two-time GAC Offensive Player of the Week. Planning to major in engineering, and she would like to engineer her team to a victory here. Can't do it on the first goal, but it sure could help. The kick is stopped, saved by Jessica Wessner. She's got a long way to go in this one, but the freshman comes up big on the first one.
Boy, freshman on freshman right there, and how big has this day been for Wessner?
Look at this one more time.
Strong kick. And fantastic. And the Harding bench is thrilled.
And the two head coaches are just standing next to each other, carrying on a conversation. How about that? So now the lone senior on the team for Southwestern Oklahoma State, Courtney Flores in goal. The kick is going to come from the sophomore Bethany Sutherland. Three-time Player of the Week, Bethany Sutherland. She strikes first for Harding. It's 1-0 in the penalty kicks after one round.
You know, I like the goalies, too. I shake hands as they go through, and we see Sutherland here. Little delay. Watch that one, not as strong as what Nabetwame pushed through. And threw, I think, threw Flores off just a fraction there.
This will now be Erica Brunet, 1 goal this season. And her kick is good. She's able to get that one in the back of the net. It froze Wessner.
Watch this again. Went to her left, and Wessner took one step, said, I'm not going to get there.
So now 1 goal apiece in the penalty kicks. This is the second opportunity for Harding. Again against Courtney Flores. And it is Madeline Reeder. Sophomore from Shreveport, Louisiana. Reeder, good. She finds the back of the net. Went up high and got it past Flores.
You know, one of the things that Southwestern, as we see now, Flores just couldn't quite get that. Southwestern, after the win, Sarah Wilson was talking about the win, said, well, that's what Coach puts us in a position to do, as we practice these penalty kicks. And you can see, I mean, these are dead on.
Micah Stroh throws Wesner again. How about that one? Well, she made that look easy, and she did not waste any time either.
Nope.
That's a 5'2" redshirt freshman from Moore, Oklahoma, with the counter for Southwestern.
Took care of business.
Third penalty kick opportunity for Harding. It'll be Rachel Bacon, junior from Lee's Summit, Missouri. Bacon this season able to score 3 goals, again from 12 yards away. This to give them a 1-goal lead again in the penalty kicks. And she's got it. Well, Flores went the right way and still could not stop it.
Not a lot of wind-up, too, either. Just a couple steps back and then come up, a very solid kick.
That is 3 in a row for Harding, and after 3 rounds, they lead 3-2. And Southwestern, to stay alive, really needs this one. And they go to their superstar, Alimata Rabo.
And Rabo has been shut out, if you will, for this match today. You know, she'd like to put one in the back of the net right now, if for no other reason, just to make sure she had one in.
Came into today as the 4th leading scorer, not in the conference, in the nation. Alimata Rabo.
And she has company now, her teammate.
That's right.
Each with 22 goals on the season.
Both first-team All-GAC selections. Here's Alimata Rabo. And Rabo's kick is stopped. It took 2 efforts from Jessica Wesner. Rabo can't believe it.
A little bit of delay here. Watch as she comes up. A little bit of hesitation here. Slows it down. And Wesner with an amazing play.
A goal here from Melita Sutherland would win it for Harding. In the 4th round, Melita Sutherland goes high with it. And Southwestern stays alive for at least a little bit longer.
You know, really, Michael, there are 3 choices on the penalty kick. Left, right, or straight down the middle. If you can get the goalie to move, that shot down the middle is effective, but that one too high.
So the same thing holds true here for Southwestern. This one has to go for Lauren Williams, the junior from England, or else Harding will be the champions. The 5th penalty kick from Southwestern. They trail in penalty kicks 3-2. And it's good. That one goes in for Lauren Williams. 3 apiece. 1 kick to go here for Harding.
And we watch Williams again. Found that left pocket.
Morgan Springborn, the junior from Muskogee, Oklahoma. A transfer from Upper Iowa after her redshirt freshman year. She can end it all, and she does not. A stop from Courtney Flores. Well, they made their first 3, but Flores stopped the last 2.
And, Michael, you have to wonder on these. You saw it there with Springborn. You saw it also with Rabo. Watch, slows up, tries to maybe do a little misdirection. And we saw that the penalty kicks that were effective were the ones that the kicker just came up, took it straight to the house.
So it is now sudden death, Joey. Both sides will get an opportunity, but it's going to come to an end pretty soon in what has been a fantastic championship game. Southwestern is up first. It's Sarah Wilson, the sophomore from Cleveland, Oklahoma. Second team All-GAC selection, and that one is in. And look at her walk away like she's done that 100 times. Sarah Wilson. And now Harding has to counter.
And look who they're sending out. The goalkeeper.
Wow.
Wesner herself.
This is great. Jessica Wesner. Goalie against goalie. If it goes, we keep playing. The freshman against the senior. And it's good. Wow. Stepped up about 12 yards and put it through.
You like that. I absolutely love that call. If she's the one that can make that shot, send her in there, let her do it.
And now the team captain for Southwestern, who we started our broadcast with, Olivia Butler. She's a junior from Oklahoma City. Missed a month of the season with an injury.
Penalty kick number 7.
And the left foot kick from Butler easily through past Jessica Wesner, who leaned the wrong way.
That's right. As you looked in there, Butler looked like she was going right, and that's the direction Wesner went. Found midway between the middle and the left corner right there. And for Wesner and for Flores, too, have to be winding down.
Emma Chilton had the game's first goal. She needs this one to keep the contest going. Emma Chilton, this junior from Springfield, Missouri. Flores bouncing around. The kick from Chilton, got it. Again, Flores went the wrong way, and Chilton had the wide open net. Penalty kick number 8 coming up.
Now, Michael, this is where you look at it. Do you want to get fancy here, because you can see that both goalkeepers are tiring. And if you want to keep this going, the strong kicks, the corners, whether you get the goalie going one direction or another, I think a strong kick's going to get there quick enough.
And now it's Kirsten Eustace's turn, the sophomore from right here in Weatherford, Oklahoma. A big moment, and it stopped. Saved by Jessica Wesner. She has a smile on her face, and Harding has a chance to win it on the 8th penalty kick.
And this is where Wesner came in penalty kicks, choosing the proper direction, the save, full extension, and gets it done. A
sophomore defender from Marion, Arkansas, Sierra Phillips. And we have talked about her defense relentlessly today. Could it be the offense for Phillips? Yes, it is! And Harding is back-to-back champions. It is Sierra Phillips with the penalty kick goal. And Harding claims the 2016 Great American Conference Women's Tournament Championship and is heading to the NCAA Regional.
Solid kick to the corner. Flores couldn't quite get there in time, reaches out, and Phillips, a sigh of relief, and you just see her put her head in her hands following that. The Harding men's soccer team out there celebrating as well.
I think the Harding men's team made it to Sierra Phillips before the women's team did, and they were a long ways off, but they started sprinting onto the field right away. They will try to take a title back home to Searcy tomorrow. We have that one coming up against Oklahoma Baptist just before 2 o'clock. Well, this was an absolutely incredible matchup today. The back and forth that we saw, you just knew it was going to come down to who would get the momentum last. It did all the way to the very end. We'll talk more about that coming up here in just a moment. As we send it to a break, Harding celebrates back-to-back championships. This one in penalty kicks and on the road, taking down the home team, Southwestern. Back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network. I'm here with 3 members of the winning team and, of course, the coach. We start first with Emma Chilton. You started with the game's first goal, and, hey, we thought up from the booth it was going to be enough. But, you know, late in the game, Southwestern came back. Let's talk first about your goal. Just take me back through it.
Well, Amelia Grizel was running down the side. She beat the girl, kept going, and I just made the run in. She slotted it back. I kicked it, and the goalie saved it, but I got the rebound and got it back in. So it was good.
How does it feel to take that first-place trophy back home to Searcy?
Oh, it feels so good. It's so good.
Great. Well, congratulations. All right, now your teammate here, this is Sierra Phillips, who we talked a lot about on defense today. Well, you had a tough task today. Talk about what you had to do on defense.
The players were phenomenal that we were going up against. I think the combination of all of us together, just shutting them out, it helped.
And then you also got an opportunity for a penalty kick, and you were able to take advantage of that opportunity. What was that like?
I already knew I was going to make it, to be completely honest. I was just ready to take home the trophy.
We'll ask Coach if he felt that way too. I know he did. Congratulations, all right. And this is our freshman goalkeeper, also the MVP of the tournament, Jessica Wesner. Well, if your defender had, a tough task today, then you sure did. 2 questions for you. What was it like in the goal against those forwards today?
Whenever we play SWASU, you have to go in with a good mindset. Well, I have to go in with a good mindset because I know that they have some really, really strong forwards. And I just have to be confident and know that I can do it.
Now, I haven't been able to see you play too much this year, and, of course, there hadn't been too many penalty kick opportunities. But then you step out 12 yards, and you got an opportunity. What was that like?
I love shooting the ball. Like, I play goalie, so I never ever get the chance to shoot. So, like, when I know that I can practice PKs, and so I've been practicing my PKs, like, throughout high school, and it was really cool to score a college goal as a goalie. I'm so happy about it.
Well, congratulations, not only scoring a college goal, but the MVP as a freshman. Bright future ahead, I know. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, and here we are with the winning coach for the 2nd consecutive season, and Coach Harris. Do I have to call you doctor at this point? Okay.
Just
Tell me about these 3 and the rest of your team and what you did today.
Well, I mean, these 3 are part of the embodiment of what we are and who we are. Emma's effort today, that was a fighting goal. I mean, not quitting after a great save. Cece stuck in there and played hard defense all day, and then the coolness to step up and take that penalty kick at the end. And I don't know if I was as confident as she was, but, we have to let them step up and step out, and she did a great job. And then Jessica made some wonderful saves today. And in the PK shootout, she was absolutely phenomenal. 3 saves, that hardly happens much at all. Usually people miss, but she stepped up and made 3 wonderful saves, so that's great. And our team just played hard. They didn't quit, even when SWASU made a phenomenal comeback. In the last 4 or 5 minutes for them to score 2 goals and come back from 2-0 down, that's all hats off to them.
Yeah, absolutely. They just played fantastic down the stretch. But when your team needed it the most, you came through with it. Coach, have you ever been a part of an 8 penalty kick game?
No, that's the first one. And their head coach and I just kind of stood and talked.
We saw that.
And hung out, and we had zero control over this situation, and it's a little scary. But I told Mark as if we had control anyway. But I've never been a part of something like this. But what a more fitting way to end the conference season than to come down between these 2 teams in that kind of shootout.
Absolutely. Well, you're taking the trophy back home to Searcy. Congratulations, 2nd consecutive year.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, the Harding Lady Bisons win this one today against Southwestern in penalty kicks, 6-5. Wow, it was just remarkable. For my broadcast partner, Joey McWilliams, we'll talk to you tomorrow about an hour and a half down the road, Interstate 40 in Shawnee, Oklahoma. It's the Harding Bisons against Oklahoma Baptist Bison. We'll get that right tomorrow. 1 S on one of them, no S on the other. I'm Michael Westbrook. So long for now on the GAC Sports Network.